like it came to fruition totally different than what I had in my own mind. So the Mexico, I knew without my spouse, I was not about to put all my goodies out there.
Absolutely.
Because I was just like, I'm not going to disrespect my husband.
It isn't that type of party. Right.
I'm going to have a cute swimsuit, which I love my little Tiffany blue one. It was full piece, everything, but I loved it. Perfect for beach pictures, but not doing the most. So then when I got back and I was with him, with the kids, that was a whole different, because the kids being there
absolutely
adds a different element. And I've got some swimsuits. Like, even in Mexico, I brought that same one. I was like, I kind of have to negotiate on if I want my labia or my crack out. Like, it's either or. So we have to decide. Like, it's off the chain.
You're crazy.
And I never brought that out in Mexico because I was like, okay, well, too much sauce.
Right.
Like, I want my husband to be there. If anything, I'm not trying to disrespect any of whatever's going on with, whoever's in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, let me be with my husband when I wear that.
Absolutely.
So I didn't bring that one out. I brought out the more tasteful, more full body coverage, but still kind of cool. But with the kids, I felt like everything needs to be in place because I need to be able to run around on the beach. Like,
you are talking about running around and being athletic and stuff on the beach. I'm talking about my little ladies check me at every turn. Mommy, no, your crack is showing. Mommy, they'll come up and pull my swimsuit up or my shirt. Like, it could be regular clothing. So I have to have that in my mind because my babies are absolutely the dress code police.
Okay.
And I don't know if I pass that on to them because I'm generally over dress code in the schools that I'm a leader in. But they are absolutely dress code police. So I have to think it through. My husband hates my high-waisted two-piece. Like, he just hates it. And it's not the cutest. Like, it's
high-waisted is in.
It's not the most perfect one. Like, it's not sexy. It's mom friendly. And that's what I try to explain to him. I'm like, this is my mom friendly swimsuit. Right. My one pieces and my high waisted are my mom friendly.
Right.
My kids aren't going to be checking me.
Right.
I do have some two pieces that are not like you said, they're I said Baywatch. I got my Baywatch with my
arm
fire engine red.
Approved. You have to have someone on your arm.
Yeah.
That is a man.
So I'm going to be honest with you. Like, when you were wearing your two-piecer with the fam, I was like, okay, my husband hates my high-waisted one. I'm going to wear my regular bikini two-piecer.
Right.
And I'm going to ride out with it and see what happens.
Absolutely.
It was great.
And I feel like, and the funny thing is, and I hate to give so much power to my husband when it comes to, like, dress, because I'm like, boy, you wearing these sweats,
honey, please. Like, you ain't got no decisions to make. Okay.
But he, like, I put on that vacay all day. The black bathing suit that has the words on it.
Yeah.
That's, for this summer, great. But I put that on and I kept saying, like, oh, it's too much because the back goes all the way up and my cheeks are showing. Mm-hmm. He was like, girl, if you don't wear that, I don't understand why what are you tripping about? Like, he was like, just
so confusing.
Who cares?
So
why are you worried about your butt cheeks showing? We're in a bathing suit. At least you won't have to pull it out your butt all the time. And I was like, oh, okay. So to him, it was no disrespect for me to have my butt cheeks out all day long on the beach.
Right.
But there was a picture that I posted where it was high in the front, which showed my bikini wax. Thank God I got a bikini wax. And he was like, oh, no, don't post that. So they don't know what they
don't.
Want.
My husband is very clear about hating the high-waisted. He actually likes my one pieces because they got a little sex appeal to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got cutouts on the side or it dips super low in the back.
Right.
So there are different elements that brings a little sex appeal. But, okay, so we went to Aruba last year and I remember looking across the beach and saying, I wish I had a little bit more of a sexy suit because I don't want, I'm being honest now, this is transparency. I don't want my husband's eyes lingering over to the one who did have the sexy one on. Because, the body was just as fire. Let's be honest.
Right.
And, but I was a little more covered up just because I'm super conservative.
Right.
I think 1, being a mommy, 2, being an educator, like all those things that always go through my mind. And I was like, nope, not doing it this year. He gonna be letting his little eyes float right here to this red bikini.
And that, to me, also, I felt like, okay, well, if he's saying that's something that's not posted, clearly it's something he's looking at.
Absolutely.
So I felt like, okay, yes.
Mission accomplished.
First of all, check 1, you. I won't post it. If you saw this and you think it's great, I will be posting that to you every single day.
Amen, girl. High five.
But also, I feel like you're right. Like, looking up and down, and I hate to get into comparison. I hate to.
I know it.
In Mexico, no one cares about your butt cheeks.
Nope.
Like, they really want your butt cheeks to be out, clearly, because everyone's butt cheeks are out. You feel like, what am I doing covering up with this big old sarong when everybody else's butt cheeks are out? They're getting
no matter what size. No matter what size.
Size did not matter.
Absolutely.
No one cared. And then rewind back to the United States, and I was like, okay, now I need to go ahead and cover up. I need to wear this and that. And I was going through all this in my mind after coming from a trip where it was, no one cared.
Freedom.
Women who were size 30, my favorite size of all, were out there just YOLO.
Being free.
Their cheeks were out. They were pulling up their little baby suits so their cheeks could be out, or whatever they were. I don't know if they were butt cheeks, but little boards, whatever, were out. And I was like, okay. So Clearwater or St. Pete, I was like, ooh, I don't know if the U.S. is ready for this, whatever. But it was just like, let me just and
at the end of the day, we're a booty nation. Bump that.
Why do we have to pull on our butt? Why do we have to pull on our bathing suits all day long? Why can't we just show our butts and no one cares? I really don't know what the big deal is.
But there are some people that don't care though, Sharifa. That's the real argument here.
Right.
There are so many women. You just scan and you're like, wait a minute. Let me be free and unwalled.
Right. And then I felt embarrassed because my butt cheeks were so light. Because I hadn't been unwalled. So my butt cheeks got the nerve to be bright and shiny. That looks weirder than even having just brown, tan butt cheeks.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I was like, what? Everyone knows that I have not been wearing this type of bathing suit.
But let me just tell you, while we're tripping, let me just go back to the bikini swimsuit dress code police. So Ansley goes, Mommy, when can I wear the swimsuit like what you got on, the two-piece? I said, you know how old I was when I started wearing a two-piece? I just made up an age. Y'all know how mamas do. Don't act. I was like, I was 22 before I ever...
22.
Before I ever wore a two-piece. Like, I don't really remember what it is, but like right now, I don't need you worried about wearing a two-piece. Right. Like, that's really not a thing for you 7-year-old. In my mind,
I felt like I wanted to... If Layla wanted a two-piece, it needed to be sporty. Like,
okay, I can do that.
Like, this is fun. Swimming is a fun event, and we are going to be sporty.
And you're going to be athletes.
We're working
when
out.
You're in the water.
Right. It's not going to be boobies.
Trying to be sexy.
String bikini.
But I'm telling you, there are children's swimsuits that are already emulating the sexiness.
Yeah.
I'm not promoting that.
Right. And I got Layla the shirt that goes over a bikini.
I got you.
And, luckily the bikini did not fit right under there. But she needed to wear something under this, so she ended up wearing her one piece underneath the top. Okay. They wanted the top. Both of my son and daughter wanted the top. For some reason, they think it's cool. And I'm like, okay, great. We'll do that forever. But when we take that off, guess what? It's going to be one of those sports bra type things because we're athletes. We're not here for sexiness.
Exactly.
So,
and that is a thin line from a mommy. Let's just have a little mommy moment,
Yeah.
Raising daughters especially.
Yeah.
when that is all out on Front Street, and when that is what's highlighted about women or girls. You know, I don't know why. I mean, you can walk through the kids department and you can see that they're promoting like a more mature look, even for these 10 and unders.
Even in Justice, like we don't
even go to Justice.
Oh my God, we haven't gotten to our issue with Sawgrass, but I mean, my husband let Layla go into Justice while they were waiting for me, and I was like, "Why are you letting her go in there?
Right, get her out of there."
I mean, it's not raunchy, but it's not the idea that I want for her to have as a girl. Like, they're trying to create something more than what it is to just be a girl.
Right. I agree.
Too much glitter, too much glitz. It's not a glamorous life to be an 8-year-old.
Right. Let's just be that. Let's just be 8.
Yeah.
So, I did, I had the conversation with her, and on the flip side, though, let's be devil's advocates. Her seeing her mama proud in a 2-piece, too. Yeah. With big thighs and, a full derriere. And, that's good for them to see as well.
We want them to be body secure.
Absolutely.
Like, I want her to remember my mom wasn't the teeniest of anything, but she wore whatever she wanted because she was confident in it, and she was comfortable.
Absolutely.
Like, if I was tugging on stuff all day long on the beach, that wouldn't be something I want for her to pick up on either.
Right.
Like, I would want her to pick up on, I'm having fun, I'm here, having a blast, I am comfortable, and I'm chilling with my kids.
And that's the thing we don't realize as mommies, that they pay so close attention to how we treat ourselves, and it teaches them how to treat themselves.
Right.
Like A and B have already realized that I have thick thighs. And I was like, girl, these jokers are so strong. I said, that's what I am focused on. I want strong legs. And I read into this a lot because I know that little girls have such issues already with body image and all these different types of media coming at them about what beauty is supposed to be. So I try to be super conscientious about how I speak about myself.
Right. And also, I feel like, I guess it's a different thing for the professor because, they say that boys view their mothers as what they want their wives to be. So, like, no, I'm not trying to be sexy for my son, but I want him to see that there's desire in covering up, in modesty, as well as desire in showing it all. So it's like, it was hilarious when I went down the slide with my family, and at the end I had to pull all my bathing suit out of my bottom, and I wasn't going to be like, ooh, let me step to the side and show. No, I'm going to show you that when you go down this big old slide like you want to do, your whole bathing suit goes up your butt, and it's okay to pull it out and just be going with the business.
And so keep it moving.
I almost was like, in my mind, I was plotting like, how should I play this out? Because I already know it's going to happen. But I was like, bump it. I'm going down this slide. Because it's more important for them to see me participate in their life than me to be worried about this bathing suit's going to come
being
up with my labia.
And having etiquette with the swimsuit.
My labia majora flying out on accident. I mean, luckily it was manicured.
Thank you, Jesus.
I had to throw my leg up, and I was like, ooh, that's some air. But I wanted them to remember me having fun on the beach, not me in what I had on, and how I had a problem with the bathing suit, or my husband had a problem with the bathing suit, or they had a problem with what I had on,
Right.
So
we're definitely modeling so many different things through the way that we approach ourselves.
Yeah, intentionally though.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
We are making sure that we understand our kids see us as living our lives and being these women who are really uncompromising with what the world has set up for us. Because we're not just stick figures.
Nope, we're not.
And that's okay.
It is absolutely okay.
What I loved about the Mexico trip was we were like 4 different women from 4 different lifestyles, 4 different body types and shapes and looks. But it was comfortable. It was a comfortable setting because no one was judging and no one was like I have this and does she have that? Or whatever. It was just kind of like, we are who we are and let's have a ball.
Right. I love that.
And that's what Friend Fix is really all about.
I love it. Yep.
So that was my Friend Fix for June, but we do have one for July coming up.